Okay, just waiting for people to show up in here. I know I'm a little late. I was trying to figure this thing out. I had a hard time going live from YouTube, so I don't know what's up with that. I had to go through StreamYard, you guys. I know I'm late, so I'll give you guys a few minutes. 15 minutes late here. So, giving you guys a minute to come in. I'll stay here for another 10 minutes. I try to give everybody a chance, a really big notice to let everyone know uh, what was going on. I hope I even did this right. Uh, but this is the free live, the free tarot reading that I'm going to do. Um, I particularly want to read people that I haven't read before. If I haven't read you before, come on in. This tarot spread is specifically designed for the new moon. Kind of tells you what kind of energy you're working with, what is emerging, what's leaving. And I'm having to do this from the house. So yeah. Hi April. Hi Anisha. So it is a new moon in Aquarius reading. Uh, and Aquarius is all about rebellion as well. It is a fixed sign as well. Those signs are pretty much that's it. You know, they're not really easy for change. They're fixed signs. So fixed signs are not they stay where they are. So the fixed signs would be, you know, the Aquarius, the Leo, the Scorpio, and the Taurus. Those are more fixed signs. So and that's one of Aquarius like drawbacks because they don't really like change, you know. Uh and then there's some good qualities about them too. Uh because we're in this Aquarian age right now. So in the Aquarian age, it's all about in being intellectual, technology, uh, free thought, um, non-traditional, innovative. So we see that coming in. That's the age that we're in now, spiritually. That's the age that we're in now, spiritually. So I'm waiting for more people to come in because I know I was late because this stream thing just got a little weird. It's just, oh my gosh, I don't know. I just could not go live. It was asking for a broadcast assistant, and I'm just like, so I have to look more into that. I had to go through StreamYard to stream here. So who else is hello? I see 3 people in here. So we're doing a new moon in Aquarius tarot reading. This is kind of tells this. It deals with that kind of that rebellion energy as well. So this is a time of integration. You know, when I hear the word rebellion, I think of integration. So this also accepting and integrating other parts of ourselves too, and knowing how to use those darker aspects of ourselves uh, positively. Let me say it like that, in a positive way. Which I am trying to master that. That's not easy. That's not easy, but it takes some work, practice. It can be done. Okay, I'm so sorry that I was late. Maybe I could talk about, let's talk about what I have going on here lately. You know, I got 2 mini workshops coming up. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know that. Um, what else I got coming up? And the course starts in February as well. So I guess that's all I got going on here. I don't have that much going on. Who wants a new moon in Aquarius? I was waiting till more people come in. I know I was running late, you guys. Really not, hey, I just couldn't figure it out. Thank you for waiting for me. And Aquarius also is represented by the star in the tarot as well. And it has two ruler signs. It has like Saturn and Uranus. So it has like two ruler signs. I thought that was like something. But the star is a good sign. But when we throw in the fact that it could represent an Aquarius, it like brings a whole new meaning to it. It broadens the meaning to it. Okay, I know it's Friday. A lot of people is out doing their thing. I'm gonna wait a couple of more minutes. I don't know, 10 more minutes. Thought it would be more people out here. It was this was a last minute notice too. I should have gave it a further notice, longer notice. But had been on Facebook, I think, doing some stuff there. I think so. I wanted to come here and do some stuff. Got my nifty cards here. Anyone else? Anyone new that wants a tarot, Aquarius tarot reading? Let me know. Just type in your name and I will give you a reading. And this is a new moon in Aquarius spreads. And as you know, my spreads deal with growth. Some future stuff do come up, but for the most part, my readings deal with growth. But that's what really tarot is. Tarot is really kind of dealing with the energy that you have going on. Type in your name. I don't know if it's a delay on here or not. I don't see any names, you guys. I don't see anything. I just see Anisha and April. So if you're typing in their name, I don't see you. Hi, here from Georgia. And your name is Viva Chazelle. Birthday. Also, you are an Aquarius as well. So there's a lot of whoa. And Uranus is also represented by the Dreamer card too, the Fool, which is also the ruler planet of Aquarius. So we're gonna give you a reading, Viva Chazelle. I'm gonna give you a reading. I call them the ancestors and spirit guides, archangels, to be here with us today for Viva Chazelle. Viva Chazelle took a leap of faith to come here for guidance and direction and insight. And I'm more than happy to pass that insight right along to Viva Chazelle. Okay, Viva, we're just gonna see what's going on. The first card represents what visions and dreams are emerging right now. This is the life experience card. It also represents the tower too. When this card comes up, this can be a double edge. I don't like, when this card comes up, there's some real life changes that's going on right now. And this is required, letting go old belief systems, letting go things that no longer serve you. And it's almost like these energies come in and thrust that change when you see this card. So there's a lot of things that's moving out of your life right now, kind of all of a sudden, because these things happen all of a sudden. They start to just kind of happen. The Tower card is also represented by Mars, you know, destruction, you know, breaking down barriers, you know, if there is some illusion or anything like that that's going on, it's because this card, these energies are at play. That Mars energy is at play right there. And that was the first card. What visions and dreams are emerging now? So some real change in life changes is going on. That was that card represents. The second card, energies to focus on to balance your mind emotions. Be practical on how you proceed. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Also represent Taurus, that Taurus earth energy as well. The earth signs. So this could be Capricorn, this could be Taurus. I can't think of the other earth sign right now. But this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the energies you balancing your mind and emotions, moving in a practical way. Okay. Focus on Two Pentacles also, you know, saying focus on your material at home, your job, your money. So that's where your focus needs to be. The third card, where change should be welcome. You know, I see the World card. You're free to go in any direction. If you're looking for a change and you're saying, hey, I don't know which direction to go into, I don't know where I should go. This card is saying, hey, you just need to choose a direction. You need to choose which way you want to go. Whatever way you want to go, you know, that's you just need to make a change, period. This is also the I look at the World card. To me, it represents the crossroads. So you're at a crossroads right now. That's what the world represents for me. So there's a crossroads. So you're free to go in any direction. Okay. Four, I have the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Winter. Represent air, represent mind as well. It says knowledge needed to cultivate goals during the new moon. You need to be thinking right now, you know, coming up with a plan. That's what this card, this is, you know, some focus, mental focus right now. Coming up with your plan. That's cooking for you this new moon. Coming up, you know, with goals and plans on how you should be moving, making your next move. The fifth card, positivity that will emerge after opening yourself up. You know, this is, you know, time to take action. This is the card. This is the Empress card. I mean, you have some really good, because I want to get a little bit more into this. This is represented. This is the Empress right here. And this is that Venus, Oshun type of energy right here. This is the kind of energy that, you know, that will be emerging right now. So you're going through some real changes here. A lot of self-love. You know, Empress it stands for love, harmony, success, motherhood. So some real positivity is going to be, some growth is going on here. Okay, so there's some refinement going on here. That self-love energy as well. I don't know if you're I don't know. And this also deals with motherhood. So if you know, if you're thinking about if you are pregnant, this can be an indication you are pregnant. Okay. The World card, I want to look at that because that's run by by Saturn. You know, so this is also a card of success, consolidation, achievements as well. A card of karmic law too. So that's why this backs up this life experience card, because whatever's going on with you now is kind of your lessons that's going on with you. Okay. All right. I don't think I covered everything. Again, this earth sign that comes up represents Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right. And that was in the energies to focus on to balance the mind and emotions. You know, Making sure you stay grounded and focusing on your money, your finances as well. Okay, I think that's it. Ah, okay. Okay. So I hope this reading was insightful to you, Viva. I hope this reading was insightful for you. If it was insightful, go to our Google listing and please give us a review or give a review on Facebook. You know, in case you want to schedule a reading with me, you get discounts as well when you give a review. So those reviews count. So if your reading was insightful, it was helpful, you can go to our Google listing, business listing. You can give a review there, or you can go to our Facebook page. Thank you so much, Viva, for allowing me to read you. Okay, let me go through here again and choose somebody else. And you guys that just come here, I have, if you probably new to my channel, but I'm really big on holistic, spirituality and mental health. I have a program going right now called Know Thyself. It's an awesome program. It's helped me do a lot of healing, a lot of changing on myself, a lot of shadow work, inner child work. If you're interested, in expanding your spiritual journey and really heightening your intuition, tapping into your inner wisdom, I do recommend getting into the course. You find out a lot about yourself, especially if you have a lot of trauma, if you had some difficult experiences in your family. It is a great course for that. But it's a great course anywhere around because, I mean, either way you go, you do some shadow work, you're going to have to do this work anyway. Okay, let me see. I see Viva. Raquel. Okay, hey, Raquel. So if you guys know of anyone that wants a reading, I don't know how we would share this video, but tag your friends in. Tag your friends in, and let them know, hey, I'm here. I'll be here probably for another 30, 45 minutes. So if you got some friends that want a new moon reading, wants to know what kind of energy they're dealing with, call them in. And this is all about again, that rebellion energy. Is dealing with that Uranus and that Saturn energy as well. So there are gonna be kind of like dealing with the darker aspects of ourselves and trying to do some integration, and that's what this Aquarius is all about. And then we're in the Aquarius age too, like I said before. Very cool age as well. And Aquarius is a fixed sign. They do have some drawbacks because it's not a mutable sign. They're not really open to change. So that's the message here for Aquarius. The change. Yep. Okay, Raquel. I call upon the ancestors and spirit guides of Raquel. Raquel took a leap of faith to be here today to call on the ancestors, the archangels, for guidance, insight. And I'm just a messenger. I'm just passing these messages right along. Nothing unique about me, just passing along the messages from our angels and spirit guides who are here to help us on our journey. Okay, Raquel, I'm cutting your cards right now. I hope you're still in here, Raquel. Okay, Raquel, let's see what's going on. Lay out your cards here. Your first card, what what visions and dreams are emerging right now? I have the Three of Pentacles coming up for you. So this is dealing too with material desire. So, and this stands for work. You know, there's some stuff about work that's coming up for you. Uh, and then I sense there could be some creativity. You want to take your creativity and try to do something more with it. It's also an indication of that. So if there's some creativity or some project or something that you're trying to uh, make some money off of to make it really tangible or whatever, that may be rising up right now in this new moon. That's something that you want to focus on, especially with the next full moon that's coming up. To energies to focus on and balance the mind and emotions. This is the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Winter, represents the mind. So there's some things that you have already that's just dead and gone right now. So when I see 10, the Ten of Swords come up, that means that, there's a rebirth. After death, there's usually a rebirth. So there's some things that you have already shedded, some things that you have just laid, some things you've already laid to rest. Okay. So if you haven't laid them to rest, it's time to do so now. It's time to just, hey, be done with it. Okay. Those are the energies that you need to focus on, some things that you need to let go. There's a resolution to everything that's going on. And there will be some, a huge weight lifted off your shoulders once you choose to let that go. Okay. And if there is some codependency too that's going on, that'll end as well. The third card, what change should be welcome? I have the Chariot coming up right now, and the Chariot also represents Cancer as well. And I don't see people really like this, but I see some duality when I see Chariot, because you see those different color horses. So when I see the Chariot, I see dualities as well. All right. But they're also, welcome to self-discipline. We get to self-discipline, there will be success. All right. But balancing those energies are important for the success. That's where the discipline come in. Okay. So word changes will be welcome. The discipline, and then celebrating the things that you accomplish. All right. 4, the knowledge needed to cultivate goals during the new moon. Hey, I see happy news about if you got something going on with school, if you're thinking about going back to school, or if you're looking for a job promotion, because you just started out here with a 3 of Pentacles. So it could be some things that's going on, with job, with school. I'm seeing some things moving forward because I get the Page of Pentacles. So if you are looking for a scholarship or a promotion or anything like that, be looking for some news on that, if that makes sense to you. Okay. If you're not, then you need to start looking in that direction for a promotion or whatever at work. You're probably already doing it. And then I have, positive, the positivity that will emerge after opening yourself up. I don't know. I got this King of Pentacles. This could represent someone who has that earth energy as well. I have the King of Pentacles here. He could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. Someone, maybe a supervisor or someone at work. But this also means be assertive when it comes to what you know. Okay. And it looks like everything is going to turn out. It's also a good sign for you that everything will turn out okay. But I kind of think this represents a person, because you have so many pentacles laying here. So I'm thinking it's a lot of change in money, a lot of change in career. Look like you just put your emotional, you just put your mind and emotional imbalances. You just got that situated, and you kind of know where that is. and those things are being resolved. I hope that makes sense to you, Raquel. I can't see. Raquel, are you still here? Did that make sense to you, Raquel? Oh, Witch Hazel. The next course comes up February 22nd. We have a mini workshop that's on February 2nd. I left a link on the last video I posted on this channel where I was talking about psychogenealogy and shadow work. So there's 2 links there if you are interested in there. I didn't post any links here. I just came here at the last minute. Gosh, I didn't even know I had to stream here. But you can go there and get those links, sweetheart. Let's see. I'm waiting on Raquel. I mean, was that insightful for you? Okay. All right. All right. So if it was, please go to our business page, our Google business page. You can give a review there or at Facebook. If it was insightful. And again, that's for you as well, because in the future, if you ever decide to get a reading from me, that's going to allow you to get a discount out for a reading. So if you ever schedule a reading with me, that can give you that'll help you get some discounts off for a reading. So it helps you as well. Hi, Simply Nahum. Hi. Okay, who else do I want to read? Let me clean my cards. Yep, I got to run these cards through the incense, make sure I keep them clear between readings. Okay, who do I want to read? Okay, you guys, I'm looking through here. Give me a minute. Okay, I did Raquel. And who else is here? Paula. Okay, if you want a reading, simply type your name, especially if you never had a reading from me before. I welcome you. Type your name, your full name, if you want a reading. That's all you have to do. Okay. You're welcome, Raquel. I'm glad it was insightful. And the ancestors and your spirit guides came through for you and brought those messages that you needed. I'm just the vessel, you guys. I just bring the message through. There's, that's it. They just bring the messages through. I'm just the interpreter. I'm just the vessel. There's, that's it. I stay in my lane with it and bring the message. That's all I do. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna do Paula next. I'm figuring my things out here. I'm gonna do Paula next, cleaning my cards before I go into the next one. I like to keep them clear because you make sure you're getting a really, I don't know, I'm just like a frequency with me. It's like you get a better frequency. I don't know. I'm kind of weird like that, you guys. Pardon me. I am weird like that. It works for me. That's all I can tell you. It works for me. I'm different. It works for me. Okay, Paula, here we go. I call on the ancestors and spirit guides of Paula, me and Paula, ancestors and archangels and spirit guides to be here today. Paula took a leap of faith to come here to call on the ancestors and spirit guides and archangels for guidance, direction, and insight. And I'm more than happy to just pass that insight and guidance right along. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. And we thank you so much for coming through and sharing your insight and your messages with us. Okay. Okay, Paula, let's see what's going on. What is this new moon in Aquarius saying to you? What visions and dreams are emerging right now? Ugh, I have the Four of Pentacles come up. Uh, and there's a need for balance here. When I see the four, because four is a square. Okay, four is a square. There's a need for balance there, especially with the finances right now. So there might be a little trouble with finances that may be coming up. All right, Witch Hazel, Paula. There might be Paula Frazier. There might be a little trouble with finances that's coming up. That might be emerging. If they're, if they're not, that might come up here soon, and you're probably already looking at it. So you need to watch how you spend and save money at this time. So be careful about that. That's what emerging about you, your money. Two, the energies to focus on right now. The mind and emotions. I see the Page of Cups come up right now. Is there a new relationship or friendship that's coming up with you right now? If you do, you probably want to balance out that relationship. These are the energies focused on balance, the mind and emotions. So, is there a new relationship that's coming up? A new friendship, or maybe a social event that you've been invited to that might result into a relationship. So these are if you're not in a relationship, that's kind of something to focus on right now. But making sure that you are right before you get into one. All right, if that makes sense to you. Three, where change should be welcome. I have the Queen of Spring that come up, the Queen of Wands that comes up. And this represents that fire energy, that fire sign, which is a Leo, a Sagittarius, or that Aries energy as well. I think Aries, if I'm not mistaken, Aries is a fire sign. Yep. That Aries energy as well, where change should be welcome. So this represents the Aries energy, the fire energy, the zodiac fire signs, which is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Okay, but it's also saying to you where you need to believe in yourself. All right, and don't be afraid to, there are people that can help you. But two, you need to maintain a balance between work and home. Work and home. And this, I'm kind of picking up this like, I don't want to get too personal here on the live, but I have to, like right now, like you do have the money, like you think you don't have the money, but what's happening here is there's no balance here in between work and home. And we just need to learn how to save our resources because we shop when we don't need to. We buy things that we really don't need, you know. So, and we work a lot too. So we want this relationship. We have to be able to balance. This is where things are becoming out of balance at. If this makes sense to you, okay? I'm gonna stop right there because I'm picking up so much more information, and I just don't want to divulge all your business here on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Four, knowledge needed to cultivate goals during the new moon. Again, again, we're talking about your coins again. If you need help, ask for help. Because this, when I see 5 come up, you got a 4 and a 5. Pay attention to your money. You know what I'm saying? If you need help from somebody, you need to ask people, ask for help. And be very careful how you spending your money. And if you're thinking about changing your job, don't change your job right now. This is not a good time to do that. So if you're thinking about that, you need to focus on just getting things back into order when it comes to your finances. But what I'm picking up is the finances out there is just the things that we're doing with our money and the way we're balancing our time is just that's what's messing things up a little bit. Positively, that would emerge, open it up to yourself. I'm seeing good news that's coming up. You got the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Summer that's coming up. So I'm seeing good relationships, a celebration coming out of all of this. Your relationships, asking for help in this situation is really going to bring about some happiness. Okay, and may even be something that you really need. Okay, I hope that made sense to you, Paula. Are you still there? I can't see anything. I see. Oh, I can't see anything. I hope that made sense for you. But your reading here, the theme of your reading here is watch your coins, keep your money on on the bag, and reach out to others because there are relationships developing or a relationship that is developing that can help you resolve some of these issues that you have going on. I hope that made sense to you. Okay. All right. So thank you for allowing me to read you, Paula. Okay. Who else do I want to read? Okay, I'm going to clean these cards. Okay, so I'm gonna look through here in a second, cleaning the cards again, and seeing and see who else I want to choose for a reading. So Paula, like I said, if you guys are interested in my Know Thyself course, you can go to the last video I made. I think it's about shadow work and psychogenealogy. You can go there and you can click on those links and sign up for the mini workshop and the course right there. And right now, the course is like it's like a good deal because the course is like 50% off right now. So if you sign up right now for the course, you get 50% off. Like you can't even beat that. You can't even beat that. So, go check that out because I be wanting y'all to save money too. Save money too. I want to, do this, this is a business as well. I want to make good on it, but I also want you to save money too because I know how big of a deal it is to save money. I like saving money too. So if I can save you some money, I'm going to pass that right along to you. Okay, so take advantage of that. So who I'm going to do next, let's see. Naeem East. Naeem East. Okay. Naeem East, I'm going to do a reading on you. Again, this is a new moon reading. Kind of let us know what's going on with you this new moon. What kind of energies are surfacing? What's emerging? What we need to work on? And that's usually how my readings are. They're kind of based on, what's going on with you and what can possibly happen. And this Aquarius energy too is bringing in some challenges for some people if we ain't making the changes. And in 2019 was all about those changes. So we're still wrapping up. We're still wrapping up some of those changes too. It's just the beginning of the year, so a lot of those changes and things we're still wrapping them up. I just read somebody who was Aquarius too. I don't know how I got these cards like this. This is beautiful. I'm just so beautiful right now. This don't even make no sense. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, you guys, here we go. So I'm gonna do Naeem East. I hope you're still in here, Naeem East. I'm getting ready to read you. You're welcome. Naeem East. I call upon the spirit guides, archangels, guardian angels, and ancestors of Naeem East. Naeem East took a leap of faith to come here to ask for guidance, insight, and I'm happy to pass those messages right along. I'm just the messenger. I'm just passing along the message. And we thank you, spirit guides. We thank you, archangels, guardian angels, and ancestors for coming here. And giving us those messages. Okay, Naeem. Let's see. I'm laying out the cards. Let's see what they tell us. Let's see what spirit has to tell us. What visions and dreams are emerging right now? When I see the 9 of swords come up, the 9 of winter. Again, when I see swords, this is dealing with our mind. This is dealing with our consciousness. So there is a lot of battling going on. So if you feel like you are, focusing on the negative instead of the positive, this is someone, full of doubt and fear. So we need to get a hold on where these doubts and fears and where all this worry and stuff get out of proportion with you, how you blow things up, so that's emerging right now. Where is that coming from? Focusing on the negative. If you're noticing it's about your consciousness, this is what's going on with you. Why do you, why do you do that? Okay. So, focus on that. I don't know. See, I'm getting on this live and I be trying not to get into people's business like this. But, is there a history of depression, bipolar, maybe some PTSD, or something like that? We really need to look at that because you came out this is what's emerging right now. So where is this coming from? What happened that has you on this like this? Okay. 2. The energies to focus on to balance the mind and emotions. I have the balance coming up, which is also a representation of temperance. Also represents the Sagittarius, the Jupiter energy. There's some healing that needs to be done. There is some healing that needs to be done. And then also too, if there is some, because when I see temperance too, I see somebody too that is probably has some impulses, and some of those impulses may have a lot to do with anger or frustration. Okay, when I see the Temperance card, so we need some balance, we need some moderation, we need some groundedness going on. You know, needs to be some integration going on as well, and be receptive to forgiveness, reconciliation as well, forgiveness as well. This is a card for that as well. Take your time, evaluate, and if you're looking for change, you need to do it very slowly. There's a method to it. But these are the energies right now that need some balance. Which I hope this is making sense to you, Naeem. Are you still in here? I don't see you in here. I don't know. Hope this is making sense to you. But there's some need for balance that I see the Temperance come in. All right, and take all viewpoints. Look at things from all different perspectives as well. But see, this going back to the Nine of Swords too, being able to look at things from a different perspective instead of focusing on the negative. So there needs to be some shifting, some integration to be done. I would listen to some affirmations to really start healing your mind. But really, I don't know what happened to where now you just like on the negative. You know what I'm saying? So you think of the worst case scenario. So I don't know what happened, but I would listen to some affirmation and really start focusing on the positive. The third card, the wheel comes up. Okay. Where change should be welcome. You know, you have to, the wheel, this is a tricky card. And this basically, the card should be for you. There's opportunity for you to heal, where change should be welcome when the opportunity presents itself. This is also the wheel as well. This is the wheel. I want to go deeper into the wheel. So, the wheel, this is that Jupiter energy, mercy, blocks lifting. You know what I'm saying? You need these blocks removed. That's why I said this is a tricky card. The wheel is a tricky card. Okay, so there needs to be some blocks. And when these blocks be removed, that's when the change will come. If you want to change, you want to see life from a different perspective. If you want to have, to feel good and not feel weighed down and feel like everything is out to get you or whatever, you're going to have to remove those blocks. Because this wheel card is right next to the Temperance, the Balance card as well. So there is some blocks that need to be removed. See, this wheel card is a very tricky card, depending on how you're reading it. All right, but once you get started on doing the change, it really happens quickly. So if you're worried about is it going to take a long time to really fix what you got going on, no. All the thing you have to do is get moving on doing it. Okay. 4. Knowledge needed to cultivate goals during the new moon. Again, this is the king of winter, the king of swords. This is somebody, is saying, get advice, go talk to a counselor, because that's who the king of swords represents. He's an unemotional person, the wise advisor, someone who gives wise advice, I don't know if this is a dad, but it's saying, you need to get the professional help at this time to help you navigate these new moon energies. That's basically what this is saying here. Knowledge needed to cultivate. All right. I don't feel like it represents a man. I feel like this represents the situation. I don't feel like, because the area that it's laying in. Okay. I hope that made sense for you. And see positively, because once you get this worked out, you do well. But you can't be afraid of challenges either when it comes to facing your blockages. Okay, because the Ace of Swords comes up. So that means that good energy, that good positive thinking that you need to kind of change, because your consciousness is how you manifest. You are creating everything with your mind. So if your mind is focused on some bull crap, that is what you are going to, that's what you're going to experience, bull crap. That's what you're going to experience. That's why I'm telling you, that's important. So you have the power to do it, but you got to stop giving up every time you see one little bump or one little problem. You got to keep going on to remove those, because these are mental blocks that you need that need to be removed. But it's possible. Yes, you can do it, because I see the Ace of Swords coming up for you. But you can't be deterred by challenges, and you need to communicate more clearly and accurately. All right, and then those ideas and those inspirations would begin to flow. So working on your communication, because the wind also deals with communication as well. So we're going to say dealing with your communication, articulating your thoughts, thinking positively. This is the theme of your reading. Okay. I hope that made sense to you. I'm sorry if I got too deep. I'm so sorry if I did that. But I have to bring the message, whatever I'm picking up at that time, and I try to just bring it to you guys. I'm so, you know. Naeem, did that make sense to you? I hope it did, sweetie. If your read was insightful, go give us a review. That helps you too. That gives you discounts. If you ever decide to come and get a full reading from me is hey, it's really deep. It goes really deep, because I go all the way into family history, and I remove blocks. I remove blocks in readings, and I kind of was doing it right then with Naeem. I kind of was doing it then, but yeah. But if you ever get a full reading with me, you will not be disappointed. I promise you, you are going to feel a difference and see a difference after having a reading with me. You can go check out my reviews on my Facebook page. I think I got some reviews listed on my channel as well. I got a review video. So you're welcome to go see that as well. But give those reviews. That helps you, and it helps me as well, because I want you to save. Okay, let's see if anyone else up here wants a reading before I close out. Kim Randall. I see a Kim Randall here. Kim Randall, are you still in here, Kim Randall? Is Kim Randall still in here? I don't see any more names. I don't know if it's a delay on this StreamYard thing. And I didn't even want to do it this way, like this. Like, I did not know I had to do it this way. Like, I had to go through StreamYard to do this. Okay, Kim Randall. I think, I don't know if I've ever read you before. I don't know. I feel like I've read you before. But I'm going to go ahead and read you. I don't know. It just seems like I feel like I've read you before. But I'm going to read you, and I'm going to close out, you guys. I'm sorry I started this late. But I want to come back here next month, and I want to do a relationship readings. Kind of a little theme for Valentine's Day. So, I don't think I've ever done that. I really don't like doing relationship readings, because they get so complicated. But if I could break it down to like 3 little things I can look at in a relationship, then I'll come here and do relationship reading. Oh, it's your first time? Okay, Cam. But I kind of want to do that next month for Valentine's Day, is come here and do relationship reading, but keep it down to like 3 things into relationship to look at. I don't know who this is. Okay, 3 things in the relationship to look at. So so be on the lookout for that. So I might be coming back here doing some relationship readings for you, people who are looking for love, finding a good spread on looking for love or something like that. Or just talking about what's going on in your relationships right now. So I'm thinking about doing that. And just a thought, I don't know, because they get so complex. And sometimes love isn't there. It's not time for us to have that relationship we want to. It's some things we have to work on before we can get into one. So yeah, it can get complicated, but I might come here and do that. I'm thinking about doing that. Okay. So you guys keep that in mind. Be on the lookout for that, because I think I'm going to do a live on that. And again, if you guys want to book a reading with me, you can DM me. You can message me. I don't know if I got my information here, but I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. So if you want to book a reading with me, I don't know if my website is on the channel anywhere. It probably is on the channel somewhere. But you can book a reading with me, or just hit me up through here. I do online readings as well. I take PayPal, Cash App, so it's convenient. I make it easy to do an online reading. Okay, Kim Randall. Kim Randall. I call on the ancestors and spirit guides, guardian angels of Kim Randall. Kim Randall took a leap of faith to be here today to call on her ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, and archangels for guidance and insight. And I'm just the messenger. I'm just passing those messages right along. I'm more than happy to do so. And we thank you so much for coming through, sharing your insight, sharing your love, your guidance with us. We are so grateful that you are here guiding us. Okay. This wasn't feeling right. I don't know why they want to. Okay, I didn't feel right. Okay. Okay, Kim, here we go. Here we go, Kim. I hope you're still in here, sweetie. Okay, the first card. What visions and dreams are emerging right now? Okay, this is the Heifery card. The card of unity as well. Yeah, the Heifery card. You know what? You know, when I see this card, I see some spiritual changes going on. Right here. Are you involved in some type of spiritual group, or are we looking at our beliefs, looking at our belief system, looking at our spiritual journey or our faith? We're really looking at things from a spiritual perspective. All right. So you're looking at really your faith and the people around you right now. Maybe you're already in a spiritual a church or something right now. So that's what's going on with you right now. This is also a card that's represented by Taurus. Yeah, this is represented by Taurus, and it's ruled by Venus. So the love energy as well. The second card, energies to focus on to balance the mind and emotions. Again, there is an intellectual solution to your problem. Okay. So the thing to focus on right now is don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive, but also being able to make those logical choices as soon as you can. Okay, but don't be too impulsive about it. All right, there is some sudden changes that is going on mentally, so you will find that you will have to make some choices here, very quickly. Let me see what this fifth card is. What change should we welcome? Again, I have this King of Pentacles that come up. So are we in a relationship? Because I see these two cards by each other. Because this is where this relationship getting kind of this reading getting kind of complicated. Because I got a King of Pentacles right here. Okay, so what change should be welcome? All right. It's time for you to be assertive right now. I have a King of Pentacles right here in the middle of this, representing the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy right here. And I have the Knight of Swords right by that. Okay. You talking to someone. Okay, so I got this this really goes deep with this reading. I got more, this raises more questions because this reading, when I see this Knight of Swords by this King of Pentacles, that, because I don't see like a Two of Cups. I don't see like the Lover's card by him. And by seeing this Prince of Swords by him, that is like someone, I don't think that's going to be around for a minute. And now you've probably been asking yourself this question as well. So and then on the side of him, on your fourth card, knowledge needed to cultivate goals during the new moon. You need to make a decision, okay? And there's some confusion too from over analyzing the situation. I feel like there's something that you've already seen in this young man. You're trying to make a decision about it. You're trying to make a decision about it. What has happened? Look at what has, what's going on in the relationship. Don't try to overanalyze it. Look at things that has been going on. What is it that you see? Okay? And stop trying to procrastinate on it. Make a choice. I feel like this has been going on a little while here with you trying to make a decision with this. Okay? I'm done with that. I don't want to get into that because I can go longer than that. See, it gets complicated once I get into relationships because I pick up so much and some stuff that's going on with that. But you really need to look at the relationship, make a decision where you want to go with it. Okay, making a decision where you want to go with it and seeing it for what it really is, whether you want to stay with it or you want to leave. But like I say, for me, I don't see any Two of Cups next to this King. I don't see any Lover's card next to this King. No Three of Cups. No Four of Wands. Which that kind of concerns me. All right. So I'm just telling you what I pick up, what I see. What spirit is telling me, what I'm looking, what I usually see, my experience. Here, and then your last card, the positivity that will emerge after opening yourself up. The good that you do come back to you. Six of Autumn, things go good. All right, six is a good card that's getting over it. So if you've been having difficulties with money, if you've been going through a rough time, six usually comes up right after you've six usually come. I'm glad it was insightful. I'm glad it was insightful because I have to just listen to spirit with some of this and then reserve a lot of this information that comes through. So I'm glad it was insightful. I hope I didn't divulge too much of your business. I'm so sorry if I did. But yeah, this is be expecting some inflow of money, some abundance to start coming in. So 6, after a hard time with things, 6 usually comes up, and this is a really good card. Okay, all right, Kim. I just don't be trying to step on toes and get people, upset at me. Um, but yeah, but this is a good card. So be expecting some changes with your finances. If you've been putting some good energy out there, it will come back to you. So if you have to borrow money, borrow it very wisely. Okay, because you have to pay that back. Okay. So if your reading was insightful and you gain some help out of it, give a review. Like I said, you get a discount the next time you choose a full reading, because a full reading with me is just like going to a therapist or a counseling session. You get your money worth. You probably get more out of your reading than you would going to a therapist. And that's just being real, because I use a lot of psychology in here in my readings, and plus picking up a lot of messages from spirit. So if so give those reviews so you can get a discount. If you're a return customer, you automatically get 20% off on your reading. If you refer someone and you're a return customer, you get 30% off on your reading. So I've made it to where you can get discounts for a little bit of effort. Okay. But I thank you so much. Again, I might come here and do some relationship readings. I don't know, they get complicated. You know what just happened with me and Kim. I just had to break that all down because I was picking up so much information. So I'm thinking about doing relationship readings for Valentine's Day. Check out my Know Thyself free mini workshop. You guys sign up for the free mini workshop, because if you're in the shadow work and you're trying to do changes and you're trying to integrate with spirit and you're trying to open up your own inner wisdom, hey, I'm giving out some free info. Okay, so go look at that last video, click on the links and sign up for the free mini workshop. Okay, or you can sign up for the course right now. It's 50% off. Okay, and you're going to be very happy with your results. This changed my life, and I'm steady changing every day, and my walk with spirit is getting closer and closer and closer. All right, I love you guys, and thank you for allowing me to read you guys. Light and love. Namaste. Ashe, you guys. Have a good weekend.